In our fast-paced world, where every second seems to demand our attention, have you ever just stopped and listened to the silence? There's this beautiful moment in Scripture where Jesus reminds us to be still. It's such a simple phrase, but man, it hits different when you really think about it. I remember this one time I was so caught up in my daily chaos, emails flooding in, phone constantly buzzing, deadlines looming, that I literally forgot to breathe. Funny how we do that, right? We get so wrapped up in the doing that we forget about the being. You see, life has this natural rhythm, like the seasons. There's a time for action and a time for stillness, a time to push forward and a time to just ... Wait. Think about a garden. You can't make the flowers bloom faster by pulling on them. Trust me, I've learned that lesson the hard way. With my sad attempt at gardening, sometimes we're like that person frantically pressing the elevator button over and over, thinking it'll somehow make it come faster. But here's the thing. That moment of waiting, that's where we find clarity, where we hear that still, small voice guiding us. I've noticed that in my own life, some of the best decisions I've made came not from rushing around, but from those moments when I chose to be still, when I stopped trying to force things and just waited. It's like that moment just before sunrise. You can't rush it. You can't make it happen faster. But when it comes, being still doesn't mean doing nothing. It's more like being purposefully patient. It's about trusting that there's a right time for everything. And sometimes our job is simply to wait for that moment. Like a surfer, waiting for the perfect wave. They're not just sitting there doing nothing. They're preparing, watching, and waiting for exactly the right moment. So next time you feel that urgency to move, to act, to do something, anything, remember that being still is not a waste of time. It's not a sign of weakness. It's actually one of the strongest things you can do, because in that stillness, that's where we often find our direction, our peace, and sometimes our biggest breakthroughs. Just be still. The moment you're waiting for, it's coming. And when it does, you'll be ready, because you took the time to prepare in the quiet.